Happy blissful day, everybody, and welcome to our channel. My name is Gabriel, and this is my beautiful wifey Kylie. And in today's video, I'm actually excited to share with you guys another success story of a dear friend and also a client, of mine. And he manifested his SP, as some people call it in the community, or his dream partner, his dream girl, right? And he already calls her his wife. So it's so, beautiful because, usually most of our clients that we work with are usually women, right? That come to us. But I'm glad that, men are starting, to actually come, as well. And there's nothing to be, ashamed about, right? If you need help to actually improve your relationship to bliss or to manifest your dream partner, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because you can have anything you want, and it's a beautiful thing. And we were just talking that it's just so amazing that, men are now starting just to let their guard down and say, you know what? The heart wants what the heart wants. And I really want what I really want. I'm not going to care what society say. I'm just going to go for it. And that's fine. That's fine. So what I was going to share with this client is that, so when I met him, he basically told me that in his past relationships, right, women or his past partners always took advantage of him to such an extent where there was, infidelity issues, cheating and stuff like that, right? And now you have to understand that this guy is the most amazing guy on the planet. He's the most nicest guy, right? Any woman would love this guy because he grew up with, what's it, nine sisters.
Yeah, something
like
like
so many, like a lot of women in his family. So he knows how to treat a woman. Wow, he's just everything that a woman could ask for. So, and as he was actually telling me his past experience, I immediately basically picked up that he did not feel, worthy, of having a partner that actually would treat him how he wanted to be treated with. So he settled for, less. And he also felt, undeserving as well, right? Because the more he was actually just sharing with me, you always just say that, all these women, they always do this, they always do that, they always treat me like that. But I am, doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing that. And so I'm always picking up on the words always, 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 because always tells you what the person's assumptions is. So when someone said, yeah, I'm always late and stuff like that, yeah, that's your assumption. You will always be late, so that's when I picked up immediately signs of, undeservingness and unworthiness as well. So then I told him, I asked him, okay, so now what is it you want? What is it you want? So he said, I want what you have. I want what you have. When I see, how you basically spend time, with your wifey, the bliss that you guys enjoy. And he was like, wow, man, I never knew what bliss was, but I always heard about the term. But when I saw it in action, it was like, oh my greatness. It was just a whole thing. I was like, yeah, man, you can have everything and more. So he said, I want what you have. And then all we did is basically we did the necessary inner work. We then basically, I took him through a process that I had him now basically change his assumptions and his beliefs to one of, bliss, obviously what he wanted as well, and unconditional love. And once he obviously did that for himself, then we worked, on the partner, the actual partner that he wanted, right? He knew exactly, what partner he wanted, how he knew exactly now how he's supposed to be, treated, because he's already doing everything, that he's supposed to for, a partner as well. So it was more only us changing his inner world, his self-concept, and then also having a crystal clear picture of what he actually wanted in a woman, right? So we did that. The moment it was locked in, boom, I congratulated him. I said, okay, awesome, all good. And then I think it was, that must have been like 2-3 months, right? I would say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is that remember when I shared with you that he basically manifested his woman, his girl and stuff like that. Not only that, he called my wifey and I. He called us on FaceTime, and so I thought, he's like, yo man, I've got some good news for you. I've got good news for you. I was like, okay, cool. He's like, can I call you? Yeah, he called me. He called me on FaceTime, and it was him and his dream girl, man. Him and his dream girl, and they were both glowing. They were glowing. You could just see that love. It was, and when we spoke to her for the first time, but it was like we knew her, right? We knew her. It was so beautiful to see them, shine in that beautiful love and bliss, that they obviously both, deserve. And he's so happy. Even now, man, he's just so happy. Whenever I look at his stories, you can see he's just so happy. He's like a complete different person. And he just can't stop, thanking me. And, he wants to do a video testimonial as well. I'm like, no, it's fine, man. It's all good. But told him, if you want to do that, you can do that. But I'm just glad that he actually shared with me that he finally, got to manifest what he always wanted. And you obviously deserve that, because I remember when I met him the first time, I was like, man, you're then such an awesome guy. You're an awesome guy. But obviously, as a manifestation coach, I knew exactly. It was just the inside that had to be changed. And now everything else is changed for him now. Everything else is changed for him. It's so beautiful to see, because obviously we always see this, from, women, but it's so beautiful to actually see it, from working with men as well. It's so awesome, man. And as I said in the beginning of this video, for all the men out there, it's okay, man. It's okay. It's just to let your guard down, because we were brought up to like, nah, nah, it's all good. We were brought up to keep everything inside. We were brought up not to share stuff. We were brought up to kind of be the macho man and, not to show our vulnerability and stuff like that. No, man, it's okay to be that, because remember, we are having a human experience. Yes, we are the awareness, which is God, but we're still having a human experience. And that human experience is sometimes sad, it's sometimes happy, it's sometimes blissful, it's sometimes not blissful, and it's all good. Sometimes you fall, sometimes you get up, and that's fine. It's part of the experience, because it makes the human experience so much more enjoyable, interesting, and one of fun as well, because we grow in that experience. You know what I mean? So to my brothers out there, all the men, it's okay, man. It's okay. That's all I can tell you, because as I told you guys, I've never experienced what love was. I've never experienced. I've heard about it. I've seen it in movies. But when I met my beautiful wifey, then I only understood what these people talking about love. You know what I mean? Because the reason why I never experienced love is because I always kept stuff inside of myself, and when it was time for me to talk, I just preferred not to talk to anyone, rather take a walk, or maybe go out, drown my sorrows, or just listen to music. And I was always trying to escape that reality of having to deal with that situation at that moment. So I understand, where a lot of guys come from. I was there for many, many years. That's the reason why I could not understand, what this love that people actually always spoke about was, right? Because that love was always inside of me. But I never knew it was inside of me. I thought it was outside of me. And as a result, I couldn't experience it. But then when I finally found out it was inside of me, and I accepted it for what it was, And that's when I met this beautiful woman, you know, and now we get to experience that love, you know, and not only that love, but the bliss as well, the endless bliss, right?
Yes.
And so I would like her to just to share as well, you know, based on, you know, what we spoke about, and also like how you seen, you know, because you obviously, you know, met the client, you know, as well, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the first things that came to mind when Gabriel was talking was when he was saying how, you know, a lot of times men are taught to keep things in, you just suppress it, you find another outlet to distract yourself with, essentially. But what we know is that whatever is on the inside is going to reflect outwardly. It's going to project out. So if you are discontent, if you are upset, even if you don't want to admit you are, if you are because you've suppressed it, that's still going to show out in your reality. Whereas if you are, you know, addressing the issues, working through it, whatever you need to do, because we're all human, if you actually address the issues, then bliss can start, happiness, joy, whatever you want to call it, can start on the inside. And then you'll see that project outwardly. And I think, yeah, it's very important also for myself, growing up around a lot of my brothers, my dad, that, you know, you do see that is very normal that you just, even if it's naturally, we say, you know, it's in our DNA that men keep it down, they suppress it more, they're composed on the outside, but if the inside isn't composed, if the inside isn't blissful, the outside can't possibly be.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure, 100%, because what you've experienced yesterday in your reality was just a reflection of what's happening inside of you. So if you do not like what's happening outside of you right now, all you need to do is just change the inside. Now, that's the exact same principle that applies to your partner that you have now and your relationship. You know, so if your relationship is not going according to how you want it to be, you don't have to change your partner. You don't have to change your relationship. All you need to do is go inside, change it to what you want, whether it's love, bliss, or happiness. And the moment you feel the reality of that, it will show out in your outer world automatically. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. So guys, thank you so much for watching that video, and I hope that it helped, you know, you guys. If it did, do give us a like, share, subscribe. And if you do, especially for the men out there, if you do need help to improve your relationship, whether that's bliss, love, happiness, or to manifest a dream partner, we do offer, you know, coaching. You can just have a look at the links below. And obviously, this applies to everybody, man, woman, everybody. If you need help, we are here to help you. And it's such a beautiful thing just to share, you know, whatever it is you always wanted with another person. You know, it's awesome. I mean, you can obviously have it on your own. That's not a problem, but it's much more enjoyable when you get to share it. You know what I mean? When you get to share it, it's a beautiful thing, man. And I'm just so happy that my wifey and I, we always enjoying endless bliss now and always, right? And it's just getting better every single moment. So thank you guys. We love you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.